Hi there, welcome back to Archie's Kitchen. Today's recipe I have for you is the most Karak Chai you will ever taste. So let's start. The ingredients we need here is, I'll tell you as we're moving along. So we're going to get a saucepan first, and we are going to put 2 cups of water into the saucepan, and we're going to heat that up. We are then going to add in there a 1/4 teaspoon of red chili powder, 1 large black pepper, 5 to 6 cloves, and then we're going to add into that maybe sort of 6 to 7 black peppercorns. Then we're going to add into that a few small sticks of cinnamon. Then we're going to we're going to add 2 teaspoons of loose tea, and then we're going to put that onto a medium heat, and we're going to let that boil and simmer. We're going to add a little bit more water in because I think the water was too less. So I've now got 3 cups of water in there. Pop the lid on, let it heat up, and then we're going to add in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and we're going to add into that 4 to 5 teaspoons of sugar. It depends on how much cups you're making. I've sort of put maybe 8 teaspoons, so I've got 4 cups making, so I put 2 teaspoons per cup. You can make it without sugar if you want to. Then using a ladle, we're just going to beat the water, so we're going to take all the spices, flavors, infuse them in. We're then going to add into that 2 cups of milk, and then we're going to beat it with the ladle again, and then we're going to let it simmer. Beat it sort of like maybe for 3-4 minutes, and then we're going to let the tea simmer on a low heat for about 10 to 12 minutes. After it's simmering, this is the look that you've got of the Karak Chai. And then what we're going to do is we are going to transfer the tea into our teapot, and we're going to serve. And honestly, the taste of this tea is amazing. I'm using a funnel here to pop it into my teapot because I don't want any accidents, and I certainly don't want the tea to be spilling all over the teapot. And there we go, my teapot is full of tea, and let's serve. The color is amazing. The smell, the fragrance you're getting from this tea is on another level altogether. And when you sip into this, the masalas gives it that kick, that karak that you're looking for first thing in the morning or in the evening or at tea time. So like always, please like and subscribe the channel as much as you can. Don't forget to press the bell icon, and I will see you again on another day with another recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye. Hi there, welcome back to Archie's Kitchen. Today's recipe I have for you is another amazing tea recipe. This time we're using jaggery, we're using gur, and we are going to use some milk and some water and some tea leaves. This is a great alternative to sugaring tea. It tastes so sweet. It's what they use in the villages in the in the eastern countries. Tastes absolutely amazing. So first of all, what we've done here, we've got 2 cups of water in a saucepan. We've added a teaspoon of tea leaves into that. We're going to let that simmer, and then we're going to add we're going to sort of like beat it with the ladle like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a piece of jaggery into that, and that's going to melt and sweeten the tea up beautifully. Once that's melted in and the tea leaves have released their color into the water, we are then going to add into that some milk. Now it's up to you how much milk you want to pop in there. 2 cups of water, I would normally add 2 cups of milk into that as well, so it's a nice milky tea, but you can add less milk if you want to. Once we've added the milk into that, we're going to bring that to the boil, and then we're just going to let it simmer away for another 5-10 minutes. Once the tea has simmered away beautifully like this, all the richness has come out of the the tea leaves, and also the jaggery as well. And then we're just going to sieve that into you can beat it with a ladle just to sort of like get those flavors rushing all the way through. And then we're going to sieve that into a teapot, And once we've sieved it into a skin, you see, this is an old wives' tale. The way you beat the tea, it just brings out all the flavour and it just looks mouth-watering, doesn't it? Like I said, sieve it into your teapot and it's ready to pour. You can serve it with your choice of beverages or biscuits, entirely up to yourself. The tea tastes amazing. Serve it up, go sit down, have your savoury or sweet with it, watch your lovely movie with it, have it as a morning tea, have it as an afternoon tea. It's entirely up to yourself. You can even have it as a nightcap if you want to. And like always, please like and subscribe the channel as much as you can. Enjoy my recipes, and I will see you again on another day with another recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Okay. Hi there, welcome back to Archie's Kitchen. Today the recipe I have for you is a very Karak Masala tea, and to serve the tea with, I've made some cumin infused snacks for you to try. So what we need here, first of all, is we put 2 cups of water into a small saucepan, and we add 2 teaspoons into there. Then we add some finely chopped ginger, fresh. Then we add a cinnamon stick. We then add a couple of cardamom pods. We just open them up and then just add them in. We then add a pinch of fennel seeds, and we let it boil until the colour and the taste of all the spices infuse out. We then add a cupful of milk into the bubbling tea that we've got, as you can see. And then using a silver ladle or any type of ladle you have, we just sort of mix the tea together and we let it cook on a low heat for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then, as you can see, I pour it out into my very rustic village style mud pots. If you're a tea lover and you haven't drank tea out of a mud cup, you don't know what you're missing out on. This really tastes amazing. Hi there, welcome back to Archie's Kitchen. Today's recipe I have for you is a belter of a tea recipe. I'm making a ginger tea. So we need some fresh ginger here, we need some loose tea leaves, we need some sugar and some milk and some water. So first of all, I'm going to add 2 cups of water into a small saucepan. Then I'm going to add in some peeled wedges of garlic. I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of loose tea leaves. I'm going to add in half a teaspoon of salt, and I'm just going to let that boil and simmer. And then I'm going to add into that a good 4 to 5 tablespoons of sugar, because ginger tea in the Asian household has to be sweet. So I've got about 4 cups getting made here, but I'm only going to serve 2 up. And then I'm going to let that boil and simmer, and with a ladle I'm going to beat it for a little bit, and then I'm going to add in the milk. So I've got 2 cups of milk going in, and then I'm going to bring that to the boil, and with my ladle I'm going to beat that up again like so all the flavors and everything gets mixed in, absolutely blended gorgeously. Let that simmer for a good 10-15 minutes, and then your tea is ready to be served. I'm serving it in my clay pots here, and tea drinking out of a clay pot is on another level. Honestly, it really is. Like always, enjoy, like and subscribe the channel as much as you can. Don't forget to press the bell icon, and have a lovely cup of tea. See you again on another day with another recipe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.